Hello students of 7th standard. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your textbook, that is nothing but chapter number 3rd, Properties of Natural Resources. We know that various natural resources are found on the earth. Now we want to study the various natural resources. By doing the various activities, we are going to study the natural resources. Here is the first activity from your textbook. Here, take a stick from broom or a paper or a plastic straw. What you want to do? You want to take a stick from the broom. Broom means jhadu. Then see, or a paper or a plastic straw. What you want to do? You want to do or you want to take a stick from the broom or a paper or a plastic straw. Then you want to tie a thread at its center and hang it so that it remains horizontal. See what you have to do? You have to take a broom. You want to hang the thread at its middle. So you want to hang the thread at its center so that it can remain a horizontal. Then see, tie two rubber balloons. You want to take two rubber balloons of the same size at the two ends. What you want to do? You want to tie two rubber balloons of the same size. The rubber balloons, you want to take a precaution that the rubber balloons should be of a same size. At the two ends, where you want to tie? You want to tie it at the two ends of the stick. See to it that the stick remains horizontal. And whenever you tie these rubber balloons to the stick, what we see? That the stick remains horizontal. On the both sides, you want to tie the rubber balloon. The rubber balloons are not inflated. Remember that. Then see. Now, remove one balloon. Inflate it and tie it again at its original position. What you want to do? You want to remove one of the balloon and you want to inflate it. Inflate it means you want to fill up air in that, and then again you want to tie at the same position where it was before. Does the stick remain horizontal? Whenever we see this picture, this balloon is inflated and this is non-inflated. Does the stick remain horizontal? No, the stick does not remain horizontal. It, you can say, goes down. It changes its position. It goes down in the, you can say, on the side of the balloon which is inflated. Then see, the stick goes down on the side of the inflated balloon. We can see here, the stick goes down and where? On the side of the inflated balloon. The balloon which is inflated, the stick, you can say, goes down at this side. This means that air has a weight. What this activity tells us? That air has a weight. As it has a weight, this, you can say, this stick goes down on the side of the inflated balloon. Air is a mixture of gases. Then how we can tell that air is a mixture of gases? Therefore, like other matter, you can also tell that air has its mass and has its weight. The next activity is, see that the next activity is, what does this tell us? You have to take an injection syringe without the needle. You have to take the injection syringe without the needle. Pull its piston and observe it. What will happen? When you pull its piston, it comes out. Then see, the piston can be pulled out easily. Whenever there is no needle, the piston can be, you can say, pulled out easily. The piston then remains in that position even if you let it go. Then what? After you pulling the piston, it remains at the same position even if you have pulled it. Then see, now close the inlet hole of the syringe. The hole is at the, you can say at the front side. Now you have to close it with your thumb. You have to close it tightly with your thumb. Now pull the piston and let it go. But the piston will be not pulled. See here, is the force required to pull out the piston more or less? Yes, it is more. Then see, then before, it is more than the before. Does the piston remain as it is after you let it go? Yes, it remains as it is after you have let it go. The molecules of the gases in air are in constant motion. So whenever you see the molecules of the air, they are always in a constant motion. What does it tells us? That the molecules of the gases are always in a constant motion. When these molecules strike a body, what does it tells us here? When these molecules strike a body, they create a pressure on that body. That means whenever the molecules are striking the another body, what does it happens? The pressure is created on that body. This is the pressure of the air. So this is nothing but a pressure of the air, and we call it as a atmospheric pressure. Once again I will repeat here. The molecules of the gases in air are in constant motion. Whenever you see the molecules of the gases in air, they are always in a constant motion. When these molecules strike a body, that means whenever these molecules strike a body, they create a pressure on that body. Whenever they are striking the body, they create a pressure on that body. And this pressure of air that we call is nothing but a atmospheric pressure. This is the pressure of the air and we call it as the atmospheric pressure. See here, on pulling the piston, we have seen the piston. Then what happens here? On pulling the piston, with inlet of a whole syringe closed, more space becomes available to the air in the syringe. What happens here? Whenever we have taken a piston and we have closed the hole with our thumb and we pull the, you can say, piston. Whenever we have taken a syringe and we close the hole of the syringe and we move or we pull the, you can say, piston of the syringe, what becomes? Here more space becomes available to the air in that syringe and it becomes rarefied. As there is more space available for the molecules in the syringe, it becomes rarefied. As a result, the pressure of the air in the syringe is lowered. As what happens? As there is a, you can say, pull, and as there is a close of a hole with the thumb, there is a more space for the molecules, and as there is a more space in molecules, what happens? See there, this results the pressure of the air in the syringe is lower. Then comparatively, the pressure of the outside air in the syringe is also lower. So comparatively, the pressure of the outside air is very high. But what happens here? Inside the syringe it is lower and outside pressure is very high. That is why when we pull the piston, it is released. What happens? It is released. It is immediately, you can say, pushed in. As we pull it out, then it is immediately happens like that, it is pushed in. If this experiment is repeated, holding the syringe in different positions, the different positions may be vertical, may be horizontal, may be inclined, the piston is found to go in the same extent in all, you can say, cases. If you have taken it in a horizontal position, a vertical position or in an inclined position, you will see the same case in all of the directions. From this we can infer that atmospheric pressure is same in all directions. What we can tell from this, that the atmospheric pressure is same in all directions.